You actually talked about that in next episode.
Let me start that just section.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do that. So Yay, you're here. Welcome to How to Be a Grown-Up with CK and GK. Let's get started.
Happy New Year! It's Tuesday!
Oh, it's 2025 and we're back, right? Yes? Okay. So welcome back to How to Be a Grown-Up, the show that teaches you the things that grown-ups need to know. I'm glad you're here. I've missed you.
I missed you too.
Yeah, I think we've missed
Listener?
each other. Yeah. And
Slash Caitlin.
Right.
I also missed you.
We've missed all of you guys, all of our listeners. But also, I don't know about you. I've missed the routine of work and school. I have worked most of the day today, and I am struggling.
Yeah.
I'm struggling, but usually getting back on schedule after the holidays means that you are missing the joy, the flexibility, that family time of the holidays if you have a family that doesn't make you crazy. So today, Jenny's going to guide us through titrating off of that holiday spirit. I love that you like the word titrating is a fun word. Off of that holiday spirit so you can get back into the routine with minimal whiplash and I don't know, hangover? Holiday
Well,
hangover?
that's what I was thinking. I was like, you don't want to have like the holiday DTs.
Yeah.
So like what can we do
Mom,
to
what's
not just be like
DT?
Yeah, right. So okay, but before, let me introduce to you. With me, as always, is Caitlin. And I'm going to call her a New Year's resolution because I've been waiting all year to make her mine.
Oh, hey.
I don't know. I
don't
did
know.
New Year's Eve. I did New Year's Eve
Pickup lines. Yeah. Well, I'm yours, baby. That's Jenny, my tenacious honey badger.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, thanks.
One of the lines I decided not to use was, "The ball isn't the only thing that's dropping tonight. How about your standards?"
Oh. That's mean to you. Don't talk about my friend like that.
I died. I thought it was so funny.
Guys, can you tell we're a little rusty with or something's going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, we're talking about curing that holiday hangover so you don't feel all yucky about going back to work. Yeah?
So we have a source. It's called Tips to Help Families Get Back into the School Routine After Winter Break from the Sally B. Howard School in Wilson, North Carolina.
Oh.
And I actually don't remember a lot from the article because I read it a while ago. It actually just spurred this idea of getting back in the routine and, again, titrating off. Like, trying to make it a less jarring transition.
Yeah.
This episode is set to come out on January the 7th, which is possibly your first or second day back to school after break.
Did you know, one of my colleagues has a daughter going to school in the Northeast, and they went back to school on January 2nd. Can you even imagine? Sorry.
Whoa.
That is so early.
But also it makes sense because then it's like 2 days to get back in the routine. Then you have a weekend.
Yeah, but like
This is like starting school on a Wednesday. It makes sense. I don't like January 2nd. I don't like saying that out loud. That doesn't feel right.
No.
But I do like the idea of like starting midweek.
But like maybe January 3rd and the teachers go back on the 2nd, so you have a day to make some copies or something. Anyway, sorry, January 7th, you may be back at
so the whole
school,
point
work,
is,
everybody's
I read this
back.
article like when the month was still November. Maybe, or December, I don't know. But I read it a while ago, and basically it just spurred a thought for me. So yes, there's some information from it, I think. But for the most part, it was just, this was the impetus for this topic.
All right, well, either way, we'll post the link, and you guys can
of
read
course.
that if you want to.
So first thing is, you're getting back into routine. So you need to start by restocking supplies.
Uh-oh.
And supplies, I'm talking about like pencils, pens, paper, notebooks, the kind of stuff that you normally have around the house for schoolwork. But also, it is normal for your kids to run through a year's worth of school supplies in one semester.
100%.
I don't know about you, but if someone paid me my whole year's salary in one paycheck, I would be on an all ramen diet by the end of the year.
100%.
There's no way. There's no way that I could be like, oh, this is all I get.
Right.
No,
You get a box
against it all
right.
the time.
You get a box of pencils. There's 12 in here, one per month. Make it work, child. Like it just doesn't.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
No. So check on their supplies. It's okay if they need more pencils, even though you already bought 48 pre-sharpened pencils, Ticonderoga brand. It is possible that you might need another box in January. But another supply is school clothing, especially if your child goes to a uniformed school.
Mm-hmm.
You purchased these in July or August.
Yep.
And it is very likely that, like most children, they grew. And their clothes may not fit in January the way they were intended to.
Yeah.
And just because something fits around the waist doesn't necessarily mean it's the right length. Just because you can get it on over your head doesn't mean that shirt actually fits.
Right. We're talking accidental crop tops and clam diggers.
My very favorite was when a kid came back after break wearing a school polo that was clearly like 5 sizes too small. It was like he had put on a little kid's clothing. And we said, what happened to your shirt? He puts his hands up like he's Popeye showing his biceps and says, I grew.
I love kids.
Like, yeah, you did grow, but your shirt didn't.
Yeah, right. Exactly. If anything, it shrunk in the dryer a little bit. So, yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
They might have lost their water bottle or their lunchbox. Can they put their hands on their gloves? Like, they're going to have recess whether they have gloves or not. Make sure that you have everything that you need.
Yeah.
The other thing for going back to school is transitioning back to normal bedtime. Now, I am not telling you anything that you don't know, right?
Right.
Most people who have someone who is over the age of 6 and has done the transition one time is like, oh, we're backing up the bedtime earlier.
Yep.
So I know that you're already doing that. But remember episode 121 when we talked about the restraint collapse? And we talked about kids having to work to self-regulate all day long at school.
Yep.
And then by the time they get in the car, it's meltdown time.
Mm-hmm.
And for little kids, it might be crying or going to sleep. For older kids, it might be, hey, I don't want to talk to you and I don't want to have anything to do with you. But that's going to happen again. So don't just worry about backing up the bedtime. Expect that collapse and build in some extra time for a transition through that first week back. If you can, hold off on after school activities. A lot of schools won't even offer their normal sports or clubs or anything that first week, not just for kids, but also so that the teachers can get their lives in order.
Right.
But try not to do anything after school that first week if you can. Create space for the kids to decompress in the afternoon. Maybe it's that you stop at the park on the way home, or you play a board game before you jump into homework, or maybe you take a walk together in the evening while you talk about anything but school.
Yeah.
Just expect that it's going to take more than just backing up bedtime to get back in that routine.
That's absolutely true. I'm really glad you mentioned that, because that after school restraint collapse relapse is something I had not wrapped my head around yet. And that reminder is very helpful.
And so the last one about just getting back into your routine is teachers are also trying to reset. Mm-hmm. And so it's very possible that with a new semester, you are going to, family grown up, get new homework.
Yep.
You might have emails to read, newsletters to catch up on. Look over the new syllabi. It's possible that, especially if your child is in middle school or high school, that they have new classes that semester. Mm-hmm. And whatever forms they send home, fill them out.
Yep.
All of that is just getting back into the routine. Mm-hmm. But we didn't really talk about like the titration. We didn't talk about fighting the blues that come with after the holidays. Oh. And you know, it's for adults, it's for kids. Like everybody is noticing, because the holiday break is not summer vacation, right? No. Summer vacation, there's time for boredom. There's time for, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of you. Right? And I know the song is, Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. That doesn't really happen until after Christmas, right? Like
Right.
those first few days, even, our family this year celebrated Christmas on New Year's Day. So like, even then, like leading up to that, it was a 14-day intensive, lots of fun, lots of activities, lots of special time. It was not like, hey, go outside and play and you cannot come back in until I tell you.
Right.
There was not time for that.
That didn't happen.
So one of the ways that you can kind of work on that is building in some anticipation for activities that are not happening anymore. It was like nonstop. There's something special every day. And, I've heard you say this before, that like Christmas magic, holiday spirit, like all of that comes from mom planning stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe you're not planning things every single day anymore, which is totally normal and human. So what you can do is build some anticipation around those things. You probably have a visible calendar somewhere in your house, right? There's always some way that you are showing everybody what's going on. We have multiple, one that's just what's for dinner this week. We have one that's actually a month at a glance. And then we have another one that's all icons for when our kids weren't readers yet.
Mm-hmm.
But you can put things on there that they can look forward to that are just silly things that you were already going to do anyway, but now you're building anticipation. Put that trip to the library on there.
Yeah, I love that.
Family or friends are coming over or you're going to meet up with them. Even if it's just, hey, we're going to have lunch with so-and-so next Sunday, put it on there. My favorite is like, just mark when you're going to have dinner at the drive-thru. Like, this is the night we're going to Sonic. Like, let them get excited about that. I'm excited about it. I don't have to cook dinner. This is great.
Yeah.
So mark it on the calendar. And again, if your kids aren't readers yet, use icons. Like, and do it with them. Say, what day should we go to the library? This day or this day? You don't need to give them all 30 days to choose from. Like, make it work for you.
Right.
But still, build in some anticipation so that they don't feel like all the magic and the rug has just been pulled out from underneath them.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's okay. A good one.
Build in some short and sweet activities.
Okay.
I am always looking for a cheap and easy and fast good time. Ever since high school. Okay, anyway, no. But seriously, I am looking for something that we can do that only takes a few minutes, that we can do in an evening or a weekend, that's not an entire activity. It's not like, okay, let's go play putt-putt and drop $150 on 2 hours worth of fun. Like, let's do something that's pretty cheap. Maybe it takes 15 or 20 minutes at home, but it's a funny little memory.
I like it.
Okay. So, one that we do a lot in our family, and I've talked about on the show before, is a tasting party.
Yes.
Over the holidays, we did a brand comparison of powdered hot chocolate mix.
Oh, you sent me a picture of this, and I was like, inquiring minds. Like, I need to know.
Yes. Okay. So we bought like as many single serve pouches as we could to make it cost effective.
Yeah.
And no one needs to drink that many that many cups of hot chocolate. So it was good to just like do a sip of each one.
Yeah.
We sat and we decided, like, should we make it with milk or should we make it with water? And we're like, okay, we'll make it with milk because that's like giving it a more fair chance. And we followed the instructions for each one, and then we did a tape test. Ironically, the one that tasted got the highest score in our family is a brand I've never even heard of, and it was like a little one-off pouch.
Oh, okay.
Ghirardelli also scored high.
Well, that's delicious.
Exactly.
It's like I only make my chocolate chip cookies and my brownies with Ghirardelli chocolates.
Right. Yeah. It's funny. Like if we had Godiva, I'm sure it was good too. But anyway, it was a brand comparison. It was funny. We have also done the different varieties of Mountain Dew. Like our corner store had like 7 different flavors one day, and I was like, let's just taste them all.
That's hilarious and ridiculous.
And for 99 cents or $1.99 a bottle, like, it's not expensive for us to do this. And we poured it in tiny little shot glasses, and everyone got to taste all different flavors of Mountain Dew.
Perfect. That's a fun one.
We've done different varieties of apple.
Okay.
And again, one apple is enough to serve the whole family. So we just buy one of a different kind. And we're like, great, tonight we're going to taste apples. You could do conventional versus organic produce. Like, hey, we're just going to taste bananas. Which one do you think is organic? I was thinking it'd be fun to do different pasta shapes.
You know, I have to say this. I'm gonna put my friend on blast here. This is my new favorite New Year's resolution. Okay. We have talked about them before. My girlfriends that are like, there's 4 of us in a little group, and we all just talk all the time. We met when our kids were babies. So, um, this very sweet friend of mine goes, what's everybody's New Year's resolution? Like, do you have one for this year? And hers, Joey, I love you so much. My number one is to try as many different pasta shapes as I can. My number one is to try as many different shapes of pasta as I can. I found a specialty site, so I'm going to order in bulk. I just answered her with like, this is my favorite.
I need like a field guide, like notes situation where she like draws the noodle and then like labels the things that she knows about it.
I love this. I do have a new favorite pasta. It's ditalini. Have you ever seen it? It's like super teeny tiny. Oh, it's adorable pasta. It's like smaller than like a risotto, like or one of those little like orzo pastas. They're really little and I love them. They're so good.
It makes me think of chicken and star soup. I'm sure it's better
yes, that's what it's like that tiny though. Oh, I love it. It reminds me of like if you took like a macaroni noodle and then you chopped it up. Like to even smaller little macaroni bits.
It's like little holes.
Little tiny. Oh, I love them. It makes me so happy. Okay, but taste different. Okay. Like I don't know, but I clearly
also I have talked about this on the show before too. Like we did not do a tasting party, but we did the Oreo slam dunk contest.
Yeah.
So, like that morning, I said, "Hey, tonight we're gonna do this. So practice your moves because you get to dunk your Oreo one time." And again, amazing. Like, what did it cost? A glass of milk,
and
a bag of Oreos. And because there's only 4 of us, I could even buy like the 6 set of Oreos from the gas station if I wanted to. But I know that that's the same price as the full size one from HEB. So
right, yeah.
Okay, so here's another game that I like to play. You are familiar with the game that we will call Kiss, Marry, Kill?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives version of it.
Oh.
Okay, so it can be any TV show where they eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
Or you can even use a cookbook.
Okay.
The name of the game is Scarf, Share, or Skip.
Okay.
So
all right.
Either you would eat it all, you would share it with someone, or you don't want to eat it at all.
Okay. I like that.
And
that's a fun one.
We play 1, 2, 3, and then you call it like rock, paper, scissors. So you cannot call for the same thing. So if we're looking at the hot chocolate and the off-brand, nobody knew it would be that good hot chocolate, and we call 1, 2, 3, and someone says scarf, and another person says scarf, they now have to duke it out.
Oh, okay.
So
that's a fun way to do it.
If you're last to speak, you don't get it at all.
You in the games. You guys are so good.
We're always playing games. Okay. Another one, again, nice and easy, 10-minute costume contest.
Okay.
Give everyone, say, okay, I'm going to set a timer. In 10 minutes, you have to come down in a costume. We're going to vote. It's helpful if you have a theme. You could do things like movie characters, famous people, specific time periods. Depending on the age of your kids, you can get pretty snarky and do people in your family. How cute would dad look in Lulu's and a crop sweatshirt?
There was one that I saw that was a 1 minute. Everybody in the family has to run into Nanny's pantry and find the oldest possible thing they can find.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it was hysterical. It was like a bottle of olive oil from like 1987. It was hilariously disgusting and so good. But something like that would be really, really fun.
$0. And
$0.
It's a short amount of time. Right.
Exactly.
Okay. So, not campy, not a game, timed read aloud.
Okay.
And I say timed. That's very important. Okay. So pick a book that you think the whole family will enjoy, which is a lot easier to do when you know it's going to be read aloud, everyone in the same space, and it's not an independent silent reading that you're then going to have to do a book report on.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Right. Even though my daughter is 13, she enjoys having Ramona read aloud because the stories are fun.
Oh, okay? Ramona's is the best.
But set a timer. Decide on a time that is reasonable and sustainable. Say, okay, we're going to read for 10 minutes a night, or we're going to read for 15 minutes every other night, or on Tuesdays we're doing 20 minutes, whatever it is, but set the timer and honor it. When the timer goes, You as a family can decide whether or not you want to read more, just one more chapter or whatever, or stop it, because it does give you an out if the patience and interest is waning.
Yeah.
Someone's getting antsy and you can tell they're not enjoying it. Say, okay, well, the timer went. I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Like, it's not one of those things, okay, well, there's still 15 more pages in this chapter. We have to get to the end of it. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You can just stop
I love
the time.
that.
Okay. And then try and make something routine an event.
Okay.
We're in playoff season. You watching a playoff game, whether it be college or NFL football, make it a party. Gear up, decorate your living room, make special snacks. You don't have to invite other people, but you can still like throw yourself a football watching party. You were going to watch the game anyway.
Right.
If you're making a meal plan for the week, I love this. Okay. Have everyone put their ideas in a hat. And then you pull out 10. And I say 10 because that gives you, as the meal planner / prepper, a chance to decline some of the ideas. Because I know my kids, I know 16-hour smoked brisket is going to be one of the things they put on there, or there's going to be 17 requests for pizza. Right? So I pull out more than there are days in the week, but I can say, okay, everyone had to say, oh yeah, this one, that's a no. We're not going to have just hostess snowballs for dinner, so I'm taking that one out. But it turns it into a game. If you're hanging out at the school bus stop waiting for the bus to pick you up in the morning, bring chalk and play tic-tac-toe until the bus comes.
Oh, that's cute.
Right? I mean, it doesn't cost anything.
Right.
Running errands on a Saturday afternoon, bring a scavenger hunt list with you. And listen to what I said. Bring a scavenger hunt list. I did not say make one.
No.
A quick Google found one for the grocery store, for Target, and for Costco. And I've linked those.
Oh, I will put them in the blog post for this episode for sure. Go get those.
All I did was just write Google, or I just wrote grocery store scavenger hunt list. And they have some for kids, they have some for teens, whatever. But you don't have to buy these things. You're just looking for them. And then the last thing that you can do to kind of like wind down that holiday spirit is leave some notes. You may already be putting a note in a lunchbox, but think of some other places around the house that might be meaningful. Put it on the bathroom mirror. Put it in between their sheets and their bed. Put it in their shoes or their gloves or their hats, or put it right on the fridge. And it can be something sweet and encouraging, or it can be a snarky little comment, or it can be a dad joke, but like just bringing that connection, because that's really what happened during this 2-week intensive of family time.
Exactly.
So kind of bring that connection back. And it's something that's really easy to like stop doing. If you wrote 5 in the first week and you write 2 in the second week, and then the third week people forget about it, it's fine. Earlier this week, Abigail was making a joke about the difference between 79 and 80. She's like, oh, you get a 79 on something. You're like, meh. You get an 80. You're like, yes. Well, guess what? I drove down a road today called Highway 79, took a picture of it, sent it to her. Meh. Like, that's it. Like,
that's hilarious.
Like, that's it. It's just like a little funny.
Right.
She knows that we're laughing about that difference between 1 point.
Right. Okay. And it's just a little way to let her know that you thought about her and remembered what she said. Yeah. I love that.
And I'm making fun of her. But she likes it. Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing. The number one recommendation that I have is do not expect too much from yourself. All of this was about the kids. All of this was about the family, like feeling that switch. But you might also want more attention, or more family time, or more holiday spirit and magic, or more of those holiday foods. It's okay for you to be sad or disappointed.
Yeah.
And these are the types of feelings that, using age-appropriate techniques, you can actually discuss with your family.
Yeah.
You can say this week, guys, I really liked all the extra time we had during the holidays. I'm so glad to be back in our routine, but I need a family date. What do you think we could do this weekend to reconnect?
Oh, that's a sweet thing to say. I think that everybody would be like, let's do this. They'd all have some ideas. I think that's a great idea. I love that.
And it's just the idea of expressing like, hey, I don't know if you feel this way, but I do. And the reason I feel this way is because I miss how close we were.
Yeah.
Now, also, I'm glad you're back at school.
I'm a better parent when you go to school.
but still. So the biggest thing here is going back into routine has a lot of steps that you already have done. You have already backed up bedtime and you've checked backpacks and you know all of that stuff is there. But there's some sneaky things like making sure that you have the right number of pencils, even though you already bought them all in August. And this feeling of, the post-holiday blues. What can you do to beat it? You can play games. You can make routine things special. You can play Scarf, Share, or Skip next time you watch Triple D.
I watch that show way too often.
It's always
watching
on.
it for like 20 years at this point.
It's always on.
It's always on.
And there's like 95 seasons on Netflix.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I got. Let's take a break.
I love it. For links to resources mentioned in this episode, head on over to ckandgkpodcast.com/blog to find everything you need. And be sure to follow us on social media. Head over to your favorite social media network and find us at CKNGK Podcast. And now, back to the show.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
We're back, and it's time to talk about what we're obsessed with.
Tell me.
Dill pickle hummus.
What? That's a thing?
Okay, so it's limited edition, according to the container, which makes me laugh because it makes me feel like it's a tennis shoe.
Yeah.
Not available for a limited time, but limited edition. Like, people are going to collect this. I don't know. Anyway, it's made by Boar's Head, which, makes, like, pretty much everything in the deli. But it's pickle-flavored hummus, and it is so good.
Okay. All right.
And I feel healthy that I'm eating it.
Well, because it's hummus.
It's hummus, and I'm eating with celery. Like, that is food.
Right.
That's, like, healthy food.
Right. It's celery's negative calories.
See?
So it's got to be fine.
I'm actually working out.
Right. And then I get my protein from a Reese's Christmas tree.
Right.
There's protein in that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Mine is also food. It's Austin Nuts Christmas tree pretzels. Have you had these?
No.
Well, I've already looked for them again at the store post Christmas, and they are not there. But it's Christmas tree pretzels covered in that like yogurt covered pretzels, right? But then they put like green and red sprinkles on them. You could make them at home if you wanted to, but they won't be as good. They're so good. I went through 2 bags of them.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
In the 2 weeks, I mean, it was 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's nothing.
And the bags are small, but I still went through 2 bags.
No, you don't. I don't care if they're big. That's
They're
1 bag a
yummy.
week. That's normal.
They're so good. Gosh, that's mine.
Okay. So, my break was not fabulous.
No.
There were parts of it that were incredible, but there was something that was really not.
Yeah? Want to tell everybody what it is?
As I was jumping for joy, celebrating Christmas, passing out Christmas presents to teachers, I thought it would be cute for me to leap into someone's classroom. And when I did, my knee made a noise. And it hasn't worked since.
Yeah, gotta love being 40.
Right? I mean, and that's it. Like, it has to be funny. And luckily, it happened, like, not the last day of school, but, like, the second to last. So the next day at school, I'm, like, hobbling around and everyone's laughing at me. I'm like, yeah, I'm just old. Sorry, guys. But I have been on the phone with insurance. There was one day where, I'm not kidding you, I spent 5 hours and 47 minutes on the phone with them. And you know I'm not kidding because it is that specific.
Right. I am not condoning any of the behavior we have seen towards healthcare officials. Not at all. That said, the frustration is real and the backlash is incredibly relatable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So at one point, it's like 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm working on hour 4 at this point.
Oh, gosh.
And William is not being helpful. And my husband starts telling him, like, hey, William, you just got to escalate us, William. You just need to bring us to the next person. You just need to find the highest level of supervisor who is online right now and give us their call.
Yep.
And I hear myself say out loud, I don't care if you have to change my name to Karen in my profile. You will give me the manager.
And ladies and gentlemen, This is not any offense to my lovely mother-in-law, whose name is Karen. She is wonderful.
I know.
She
I
is a
feel
Karen for
badly.
good. She really is. Oh my
I feel
gosh.
badly that that's what this has become. Like, if your name is Karen, like, you are not necessarily this type of person.
No, you are not.
But I was not going to handle it anymore. And I actually said that phrase out loud.
The 5 hours and 47 minutes? That's
5 hours, 47 minutes.
And you
in
were
one
4
day.
hours
that doesn't
in.
count the other days.
No, I know. You were 4 hours in. Like, the frustration had to come out somehow.
Right.
It just had to. Oh gosh. Okay, well, then I'm gonna share 2 gems that I have this week then. And the first one is one of the Christmas gifts that we worked on this year was a new bike for my child.
Love it.
We worked really hard to make this happen. And I don't want to say the name of the bike company, but it is one of those kids bike companies that I'm seeing in Instagram feeds a lot. So
right.
There's that. It's that. And my child was very good at riding his balance bike during the pandemic. We were out on it all the time. He was little. It's like, those are the cute little tiny bikes that there have no pedals. The kids just go on them. And I think just somewhere along the way, when we switched to a bigger bike, he lost confidence in his ability to balance. And like the brakes are different, right? Because on a balance bike, there are no brakes. You just put your feet down and you drag your shoes and destroy the bottom of your shoes. And that's how you stop. But it's like Fred Flintstone. But that's not what these bigger bikes are like, right? There's the handbrake and the back pedal, and it's just a lot. So
it is a lot.
We switched to a bike that only has a handbrake, and it's a very responsive handbrake. And within an hour and a half of practice, and not even all at once, 30 minutes here, stop and take a break, another, 32 minutes another day, he was up and getting himself going on his bike, on his 2-wheeler, and now he's obsessed. It's so cute. The other day he's riding by and he's like, Mom, this is the best. And I actually my baby's riding a bike. It's one of those moments where you're just like, my kid is growing up. And when they're riding a 2-wheeler, it just is one of those moments where you're like, my kid's grown up. It was a very cool moment. But the other gem I have to share is to just give a little shout out to Karen in my life. So I have a baby blanket that was in a pile of linens that had been stored at her house. She went through the pile of linens to see what she could donate. She found the baby blanket. It was something that had been handmade for me by one of my mom's very best friends. And I had forgotten it was in there. And I maybe Karen told me that she had found it or not. I couldn't remember, but she restored it. She restored the whole thing. She put in new batting. It had all been hand stitched, so it was pretty loose stitching for the border. Right. She fixed all of it, and she was like, I would just like you to open up your Christmas gift. And I saw it from the edge. I knew exactly what it was and immediately burst into tears. I sat there crying for 15, 20 minutes. Took a picture of it, sent it to my mom. She was like, this is made by one of my best friends in the whole wide world. She handmade this for you. And I was like, no, you can tell. But the only thing that she replaced, she had to replace some of it, but the front is all exactly the same. She just zhuzhed it up and then clean. It took so much work. It was such a labor of love. So she's a Karen for good, for sure. Oh my God. It was the nicest. It might be one of the nicest gifts I've ever received in my life, just in terms of kindness and effort. And
don't you love that?
The love that had to go into it. It was very special. So Karen, thank you so much. She's a Karen for good.
Karen for good.
They are there. They exist.
All right, guys. When you're watching Triple D.
Oh my goodness.
And the burger made out of ground bacon comes up. You count 3, 2, 1. You have a chance. Scarf, share, or skip. Make a good choice.
Scarf.
Right?
I'll battle you for that one.
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors.
And go. Bye.
Bye.
Hey friends, thanks for listening to the CK and GK podcast. Find us at CK and GK podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, or anywhere else that you pod. See you next time.